Hi everybody, we've made some improvements to Koselig Hus, which we think is going to make everybody super happy. We regularly read the reviews that we get on all the platforms, all the renting platforms, and we take seriously every single thing that somebody says, and then we try and go and repair it so that people are happy when they stay at our house, because that's our goal. One of the things that we heard often was a little bit of a lack of privacy, and to be honest, we didn't put a fence up. I'll say number one, because it's expensive to put a fence up on the entire perimeter of a property. We got one quote for like 40 grand, but lower than that, it was really about 12 grand. So that's just a lot. And contrary to popular beliefs, Airbnbs don't always turn out a whole bunch of profit. Additionally, because we built the house using our own taste, we rather like the sort of view out the backyard across the street to the people who have chickens in their yard, and every once in a while people walking by. It's a very quiet neighborhood, so not a lot of cars, not a lot of people. But for people visiting, we get it. Maybe you want a little bit more privacy. Additionally, we had built the house with a cowboy pool, and a cowboy pool is basically an animal water trough that kind of trendy, right? And we built it very aesthetically and modern so that it was level with the back deck, and it looks spectacular, especially in photos. We put a heater in additionally so that it actually felt more like a hot tub, maybe not a jacuzzi. But we frequently had problems with the functionality of the heater and the water circulator. Additionally, the way it was built flat with the deck, we couldn't cover it. And let me tell you, we tried for about 2 years to figure out a covering solution, and nothing was to be found. Our pool guy was getting really frustrated with us. The dogs. The pool guy was getting really frustrated with us because it was hard to keep it clean, so he had to go in and scoop and clean between every single guest, which is a lot. We finally bit the bullet, though. We took the cowboy pool out completely. We filled in the hole in the deck, and on top of that spot, we put a 6-person jacuzzi. And it's a hot spring jacuzzi, so it's a super good quality jacuzzi with lots of jets and a little lounger and things like that. And it's always going to be hot, and there's never going to be any complaints. And people, to be honest, when they're looking for a vacation rental, one of the filters that people use the most is hot tub. And I always felt like we were cheating a little bit calling the cowboy pool a hot tub. It was a hot tub, it wasn't really a jacuzzi. But now we have a fence, so you have privacy, and we have a jacuzzi hot tub with jets and heat. And we also replaced all 6 of the fire pit chairs with a modern version of an Adirondack chair, and they're much more comfortable than the Acapulco chairs that we used to have around the fire pit. So constantly upgrading, doing our best to keep maintenance going and making it just like the best place that anybody could stay when they come to Fredericksburg, Texas. So if you've been to our house, thank you. If you haven't, please book us up.